Welcome to the Blog with Jesus podcast. Hello, I'm Robert Welsh, your host, and on today's episode, we're going to give my personal testimony of how I accepted Jesus Christ as Savior and Lord. So let's get started. I wasn't raised in a Christian home, although my parents told us we were Catholics, but the only time we attended church was for a wedding or a funeral. Growing up, we didn't have much, so Mom would take us to the local vacation Bible school during summer in order to have something to do. During my second year of college, I started to have a lot of questions about the meaning of life, and one of my classmates began telling me about Jesus. I thought he was crazy, but one day I was hurting so bad that I called on Jesus. I asked if he was real to come toward me and not away from me, and that's when miracles started to happen. Another classmate gave me a Bible and told me it was a gift from her father. He had told her to give it to me. Of course, I just placed it on a shelf in my room and never looked at it. About a year later, my girlfriend gave me a gold cross and told me the clasp on the back was so strong that it would not break if somebody tried to steal it. Well, shortly after that, when I was somewhere I shouldn't have been, a woman tried to rob me. She asked me for all my money, and I had none. I didn't have any money at the time, so she ripped the cross from my neck and ran away. Immediately after that experience, I heard a voice behind me. I cannot say it was audible. The voice said, "You've tried everything to make yourself happy. Why don't you see what the Christians have to live for?" So when I got home, I began to watch a pastor on television teach the Bible. It was one of those old televisions where the UHF channel had to be dialed in. The picture was always full of snow, and I could barely see the pastor, but he seemed so happy when he talked about Jesus. I began to read the Bible that was given to me, and while dating the woman that is now my wife, she saw the Bible in my car. She said, "When are we going to read this together?" I told her I did not understand a word in the Bible. She said, "Well, you need a pastor. You need a church home." So I began to attend a local church that was known as Bible Believing. The people were very nice to me, and it always seemed as if the pastor was speaking directly to the situations in my life. In August of 1997, I asked Jesus to be my Savior and Lord. I began to attend Bible college, and 11 years later, I went on to study the Bible at graduate school. Now, in November of 2017, I have begun BlogwithJesus.com. It is my desire to induce faith, hope, and love into the individuals that hear the teachings of Jesus through this ministry. And I would like to see many come to know Jesus Christ as Savior and Lord. Check us out at BlogwithJesus.com. Please check us out on social media. And most of all, make Jesus Christ Savior and Lord of your life. God bless you.
The podcast you just heard was published with Anchor. Got something you want to say to the creator of this show? Send them a voice message using the Anchor app, free for iOS and Android.